Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Caught in the Act Unfaithful Season 2 Episode 5 called We Have Dogs at Home. Now I'm very confused why we are on Episode 5 when last week's episode was Episode 2, so today should have been Episode 3. So I don't know if Episodes 3 and 4 is coming later on. I don't know what they're trying to do here, okay? I don't know what's going on. But they said it's Episode 5, so we're going to say it's Episode 5. So we get introduced to Nico. He is here in regards to his girlfriend, Kara. He's been with Kara for 1 year, but he's known Kara since 2012. So pretty much what done happened of why he's even on this show is they made a TikTok sometime one of these days. Who knows? They didn't put the TikTok name on it because I was like, oh, I got TikTok. Let me search her little TikTok. But, you know, they blurred it out. So they did a TikTok where I guess she went to barber school. She has her license, all that stuff. So the TikTok was her in her lingerie on his lap, and she was cutting up his hair. So I guess it went viral because, you know, any woman with some booty cheeks that's showing through, you know, with the lingerie, you know, people gonna be looking at that like, ooh, I want to see more of this. So she got addicted to that fame because, you know, since it went viral, people were searching on her TikTok and whatnot. So she loved it. So she continued on, and now when she does people's hair, preferably, specifically men, she be sitting on their lap in lingerie. So, you know, that got homeboy Nico insecure a little bit. And, you know, he want to see what's going on. But he did make mention that, you know, not too long ago, he done cheated on Kara. But, you know, that situation's done, though. You know, she got a whole nother man, and that's it. You know, he did let Kara know about it. So, you know, that's over with. But it's just like, you know, I understand you insecure, sir, but you did cheat. So, I mean, I'm not saying two wrongs make a right, but at the same time, you know, you cheated before even knowing what was going on. And, you know, it just goes back to why. If you felt insecure, why not bring it up with her about what's going on before even going to the route of cheating? So just because homegirl, like if homegirl never got a boyfriend, would you be still messing with her to this day? Excuse me, because even when Tammy asked him, was anything sexual happening between you and said girl? And he said yes. So it's like, bro, let's take accountability for a second, because you about to get all pissed off on Kara right now for this episode. But let's just come to the fact that you cheated on homegirl for kind of no reason. Okay, he says his reasoning of, you know, but at the same time, I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no reason for you to cheat. You can make up all the excuse and justifications all you want, but at the end of the day, you still cheated. If you really felt some type of way, you should have a conversation with your spouse, significant other, whatever the case may be. Or if you really, you know, to the point where you want to have sex with somebody else and you guys are not in an open marriage or polyester, you know, relationship, then you need to leave and then go do whatever you want to do. Just not be in a relationship. If you want to have sex with multiple females or multiple men, whatever the case may be, you just don't need to be in a relationship, period. But Tammy said she's going to take the case. So then that's when we get introduced to the PI for this episode, Patrice. So the first day, we see, what's her name? What's the girl's name? Kara. We see her leaving her little shop, hugging up on some dude. It was kind of a little sensual hug, but not much happened. So then she goes to a place for lunch, and then, you know, that's where she goes to network, talk to guys, let them know about her shop, and, you know, how she be pretty much a stripper barber, you know, sits on their lap while she does their hair, and, you know, she's in lingerie while she does it. So her networking and, you know, pretty much just pawning her body for money for a haircut, but it's really, they're not really there for the haircut. Okay, let's be real. They want to get lined up, whatever the case may be, but they're not focusing on the lineup. They're just there to have a girl with nice cheeks sitting on their lap. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if more stuff was happening behind closed doors other than her just sitting on their lap. So anyway, after that, she goes home, and mind you, Nico did let them, you know, gave them the clear to put cameras in the house. Now, you know, if there was not cameras in the house, we wouldn't have found what we found. But at the same time, I'm just like, y'all really just gonna be having cameras in this girl's house, and she has no idea. She didn't give no consent that you guys are filming her in the house. Granted, I understand they're not gonna put nothing on there, but, you know, for me, I just feel like if we outside, clearly, okay, I could completely understand you guys doing what you need to do. But like, I feel like inside the house is like, that's supposed to be my privacy. And I know Nico gave you guys the go ahead, but it's just the fact that she didn't know. To me, I'm just like, I just felt kind of iffy about that. But okay, you know, for the show purposes and for entertainment purposes, we gotta do what we gotta do. So, I think I was talking about day 2. She was talking on the phone or whatnot, saying that Nico wasn't here. He's gonna be out of town. She's not gonna be going out tonight. So that's that. Then the next morning, she FaceTimes her on the phone with some boy, some guy. She said, "Hey, baby," and the guy's talking, but the guy's not Nico. She said, "Oh, he wants to hang out tonight," but she said, "No, not tonight, maybe tomorrow." So then that's when we get to the next day. So day 3. So day 3, they say, okay, we gotta just put, send a decoy in. So of course, Patrice is the female. She's not gonna get a haircut, so she gotta send a man because all Kara's clients are male. So they have a decoy named Andre, I believe, and he goes in and gets his haircut done. And she sit on his lap in lingerie. He's asking if she's single. She says yes. He says, "Stop playing." She says no, she's single for real. But then after he gets his haircut, homeboy, who we found out to be Dante, walks in saying, hey baby, they kiss and hug and whatnot. And I'm just like, but I thought you just said you were single though. You just said you were single, but you're calling homeboy baby. So after that, later on that night, they go out, her and Dante, they go out and, they hugging, being flirtatious and kissing on the lips and whatnot. So that's what we thought that was it. So then when they finally, Tammy and DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club meet up with Nico to go over the footage, they show him all of what we done saw. So of course Nico's pissed, but there's extra footage that we didn't see yet. And what was that extra footage? They go back to the house, right? And homegirl Kara and the homeboy Dante, they on the couch and just being a little frisky, and she gets a blanket. And I'm just like, it's coincidentally that she just coincidentally gets a blanket. Now, I understand some people like to have blankets and stuff because there might be a draft, but for the most part, if you home and you alone, ain't no cameras, you're not gonna care about no blanket. You just gonna do what you gotta do right then and there. So, it was just kind of, this is what I'm talking about. It seemed kind of like a facade, because I'm like, why is she getting a blanket? If, we're supposed to be under the impression that they don't know there's a camera there. So, I don't know. It just seemed kind of iffy to me. But lo and behold, they done had sex. And Nico is pissed, understandably so. And he spazzes out. He throwing chairs, trying to break chairs and whatnot, goes outside. Envy goes to check on him. They bring him back inside the office. And, obviously Tammy offers, do you want to do the team up or the takedown? So he does a takedown and apologizes for breaking up Tammy's office. And then that's when we get to the takedown. Now, mind you, I can understand him being pissed. And, I know we're going to keep going back to the fact that he done cheated before, but she did accept him still. And they're going forward with this relationship. So like I said, 2 wrongs don't make it right. Just because he cheated on you, you still took him back. So if you didn't like the fact that he cheated on you, why then in turn would you cheat on him? If you really didn't trust him, or you really, thought that was effed up and you can't get past it, then you don't need to stay in the relationship, period. But we get to the takedown, and where is the takedown going to be at? At her shop and her salon. So they get there. Nico walks in. Security immediately has to hold him back, because as soon as he walks in, he tries to lunge for Dante. So they keep going back and forth. It becomes chaos. Tammy Envy comes in to try to calm things down, but nothing's getting calmed down. Karen's just like, what are you doing here? In her high-pitched voice, and crying, or fake crying, because I don't see no tears coming from her eyes, and tries to, plead her case, saying she loves him and whatnot. Nico ain't trying to hear none of that. And, her excuse was, Dante pays our bills. He pays the bills for both of us. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, Nico, is you not paying bills? So then that's when we try to kind of hear Dante, like, I've been dating her for a year. Really? So she started dating you and Nico at the same time? Interesting. How did he meet Kara? Oh, he was one of her clients, and, she was cutting his hair. So, I guess they got together, and she forgot to mention the fact that she's with homeboy. He thought that Nico was just a roommate, and, obviously since he's not in town a lot, so That's why he always be over at the house. They never met. So that's the impression that Dante was under, was that Nico was a roommate and nothing else was going on. But clearly, at this point in time, we see really what it was. So she still tries to plead her case to Nico, saying she loved him and whatnot, and she wants Nico. And when they try to confront her about having sex with Dante, she says, "Oh no, we never had it." And then it's like, "Girl, we saw you." So, you know, I guess that's when they let her know, like, listen, we got video footage of you going to Pound Town with homeboy Dante. So then that's when Nico said, you know, F you and all that stuff. So then it goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. And that's when, I guess, Kara suddenly changes her mood, not even in her high-pitched crying tone no more, talking about that he cheated on her first, and asks, how does it feel? So was this a whole vendetta to just get back at him for what he done did to you? I mean, once again, two wrongs don't make a right. So it's just like, you was trying to flex, like, weird flex. It didn't work. It didn't get through to me, because I'm just like, you know, you could have just left homeboy. You know, that would have been the real way to get back, is to leave homeboy and act like you don't give a F. Because then they're going to be like, dang, I really had something and I blew it. So the fact that you decided to stay with him and cheat on him, to first say, oh, he pays our bills, then to say, oh, how does it feel? So so you want him back, but you're trying to put in his face the fact that you cheated. Well, like, what are we trying to do here? What is your end goal here, Kara? Because you're confusing me. So then I guess that's when Tammy goes to talk to Kara alone, and she tries to say, you know, he's always gone, and, you know, he doesn't F her, and, you know, Dante gives her what Nico can't. Then be with Dante. So why don't you be exclusively with Dante and leave Nico alone, especially that he done cheated on you. You should have been left him anyway. If we want to be real 100% clear, you should have been left, homeboy, and just been with Dante. But no, she don't want Dante. She want Nico. But you say Dante is giving you what Nico can't give you, and he paying your bills. I don't understand. And y'all was talking about moving in together. So it looked like Dante is the perfect person for you at this point in time. And he didn't cheat on you like Nico did. Dante's the real victim here, guys. Okay? Dante's the real victim, because Dante just looks so confused. And it seemed like he was probably hella exclusive with Kara. And, you know, I don't think he done cheat on her. I don't know if he did or not. But I feel like he was exclusive with Kara. He didn't cheat on her. Nico done cheated on her. Kara done cheated on Nico. Dante is the real victim in this situation, I feel like, personally. So as they keep talking, Tammy and Kara, Dante walks in to see what's going on. Kara saying that she loves Nico because they have dogs together and whatnot. Dante feels like what he's hearing is just like crazy, because he didn't think tonight was going to be a night where he was on TV and in the middle of all of this stuff going on. So Envy is telling Kara, like, listen, you saying all this stuff that you want Nico, you love Nico, all this stuff, but you have not once yet apologized for what you've done. So because he said that, that's when Kara apologizes. So I'm like, okay, this apology is not genuine, because if it was genuine, you would have been said it. So she apologizes and whatnot. She says she loves Nico and she don't want Dante. And, you know, Nico said, oh, Dante could have her, but, you know, she don't want him. So he said, all right, you know what, I'm out. So I thought he done left, but clearly he just standing in the parking lot and talking to the producers and whatnot. So Kara says if homeboy Nico stays home, then she will stop everything. And I'm just like, he shouldn't have to be there for you not to do anything. Because if you guys are together and exclusively together in a monogamous relationship, it shouldn't matter if he's home or not home. You should be loyal enough not to cheat. And I don't want to hear the fact that he done cheated because you took him back. So if you didn't like that and you guys didn't agree to be in an open relationship, you shouldn't be cheating just because he done cheated on you. Then if you felt that way, you shouldn't be together, point blank, period. Anyway, and pretty much, I guess the reason why she hooked up with Dante and got in a relationship with Dante was because of the fact that he gave her a lot of money. It keeps going back to the money, and it's just like, so if a man comes to you with like 10K, you know, 10K, you're just going to be like, okay, you know, F my relationship, I'm just going to have sex with them. No, not unless if that's something you and Nico agreed upon. Like if you get a buku amount of money, then you're going to do what you got to do. But it seems like that's not the case in this case. So therefore, you wrong in this case, Kara. You just wrong in all ways, shapes, and forms. And this whole conversation is happening while her booty cheeks is out, just touching all type of chairs and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just like, okay. But he seems like he wasn't trying to hear nothing she had to say. And even when Tammy and Envy tries to chime in, she said it's none of their business. So then Tammy had to get a little stern with her and tell her why it is her business, because, you know, Nico's the one who called Tammy and, you know, got her on the show in the first place. So it is her business. It's part of her job. And she's going to get a good check because now you're on TV looking like a fool. So after that, Kara says she wishes she could take it back and offered, you know, but, you know, he did offer her a lot of money. And like I said, you just keep talking about the money. And at this point, I'm over it because I'm just like, all right, Kara's just going to Kara. Nico, what you finna do? So in the beginning, he seemed like he was over it and he didn't want to be with her. But I guess through the talks of DJ Envy and Tammy or whatever, mostly DJ Envy, because he'd been through it and him and his wife is still together through all their infidelity on DJ Envy's side. But, you know, he does say he loves her. Kara says she loves him. And it looks like she goes up to hug him. He said he don't want no hug. But it's like, bro, you breaking each and every second. You're breaking further down, back into the tresses with Kara after each and every second. So she gives him a hug. He said, let's go. And I'm like, oh, are y'all going to go to the house where she has sex with another man on your couch? That's all it takes. That's it. So, you know, because that's it. Because he at one point said he was going to take the dogs. And she's like, you're not going to take my dogs? So everything's good. Y'all just going to be, that's it. We get to the 3-month update. They're still together. Okay. And, you know, she's still a stripper barber and he's still going to be going out of town for a couple weeks because he needs some time to himself. I'm like, oh, you need time to yourself now after it's been 3 months? So I hope at this point, for the sake of if this relationship is even real, that you guys just agree to open relationship, because I get 100% guarantee. I bet y'all $10, not even $5. I bet y'all $10. They both cheating on each other still to this day. I mean, other than that, it's a fake relationship, because you can't tell me, oh, everything's just resolved. If he's still doing him, she's still doing her. And I bet you if somebody said, oh, you know, let me give you $50K, sleep with me one night, she gonna do it. She gonna do it. And who knows what he's doing out of town. What you going out of town for? Because clearly what you doing ain't paying the bills, since she getting other guys to help her pay the bills. I don't know what's going on. That's it. That's the end of the episode, because at this point, just like the first episode, they still stay together. They still toxic. It is what it is. These are the type of relationships I'm just like, I can't really waste my breath on, even though I wasted my breath on it. But the whole episode was pointless, because y'all still stay together regardless. And y'all still gonna be toxic. That's y'all relationship, not mine. Anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, come back next week. Hopefully I can make you laugh so you then can subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Comment down below. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.